That, okay, she looks bigger than the one that I saw. I think that's definitely my queen. Who did I just see then? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Who was that? Hey guys, Brittany coming at you with another hive inspection. And look what I have right here finally. I have the frames to put in both of these to add deeps, second deeps onto them. Finally, I've been saying for weeks that I need to get the frames made. Finally got the frames made. We're going to get those added on and probably manipulate some frames to encourage them to go up to the second deeps and start drawing those out. I also made some supers, a couple supers to put on here so that I can still be feeding them since they're going to be drawn out comb. We're going to check on our new queen, new-ish. She's been laying for a couple weeks now, and check on our OG queen, see if she's still in there. Have they done anything with what I think were super seizure cells? I don't know, but we're going to check and see what's going on. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out Brittany'sBotanicalBling.com where I sell my handmade items, and let's get into it. Check out Brittany's Botanical Bling. All right, so as you can see, once again, I am in shorts. Our heat wave has settled down a bit, but it's still summer and hot, and my colonies have been very docile and tolerant thus far, so as long as I can take advantage of that, I'm going to. And I just try to, listen to them, and if I feel like I need to put on some more layers, then I'll do that. All right, nothing on this. I just want to take a peek at the frames that are in this, see how they're doing, what's going on, and then we will add the second deep. Like I said, I will probably be taking a frame or two from here and putting it in the second deep to encourage them to move up. They're starting to draw this out, putting some pollen in there, and I'm just kind of looking at this right here on the top bar of the frame. I don't remember that being there, and now I'm kind of like, I don't think it was a knot in the wood, and I'm just kind of wondering, is it like a wax moth issue? I don't know. I'm gonna keep my eye out for wax moth. Ooh, lots of nectar. Kept brood, worker cells. Ooh, I see eggs. Oop, I see eggs. So, and speaking of eggs and this hive, this hive has my OG queen. This is the walkaway split that I created, and I did that by moving my OG queen over with a solid frame of brood and some resources. I have noticed, this is the queen that came with my package of bees this year. I have noticed occasionally she puts more than one egg in a cell. It hasn't really, to me, been a major issue. Real quick, there's that side. Lots of nectar and honey and capped brood. Same on this side. To me, it hasn't really been a major issue. This might be a good frame to move up. We'll see. But then I think it was maybe a couple of inspections ago, I did notice a few frames, and I'm sorry, there were a few cells that had like 3 eggs in it, and I was kind of worried. And then I had the cells that looked to be super seizure cells. I thought, oh no, maybe they're replacing my queen because they don't like her laying. Honestly, when I first saw the 3 eggs in the singular cell, I was a little worried about maybe something happened to my queen and I had a laying worker. All that said, I recently watched a video by David Burns. If you haven't watched David Burns, you should. He's just great. I've learned so much from him. Ooh, some hedgy pollen legs. Anyway, he was talking about how you actually, every hive actually always has a few laying workers, even when you're queen right, which that was something that, oh, there's my queen. Let's see my queen. You can see her. Yeah. Even when you're queen right, he's saying, and I believe him, saying that you will always have a few laying workers, which I had not heard. So that said, it got me to thinking perhaps the cells that had multiple eggs in them were maybe from a laying worker, even though my queen is in here. So, yeah, that makes me, I guess, feel a little bit better about that situation. Seeing lots of worker brood. So that's good. There's some larvae, lots of capped worker cells. This is, gosh, it's almost entirely brood. Do I even see resources? I'm sure there's some there, not much. They are definitely growing in population. Okay, this is the frame that has that, had what I thought was super seeder cells, but now it looks like what they've done with it is kind of got rid of those cells. Maybe they were just practicing making emergency cells, and now it's kind of just become like burr comb. It's just a little protruding just a little bit, but it's not too bad. You can kind of see the bees are all over it, but there's just that like bump down the middle vertically. So I have seen a few drone cells so far, but not a lot. And I do feel like at this point in the year, I would assume that drone production would probably start to slow. That's just my thought. Okay, these, see, I'm seeing lots of pollen. There is a singular capped cell. Okay, I'm confused now. I don't know if you can see right there at the top. That is a queen. My queen is unmarked. I think that might actually be my queen. I need to go back. Okay. Now I'm completely baffled. Now I'm confused. Really confused. Maybe they did supersede her, but why is she still here? That, okay, she looks bigger than the one that I saw. I think that's definitely my queen. Who did I just see then? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Who was that? All right. Girls, you got me confused. We have to listen closely for pipping. Was it this frame that I saw her? From what I've heard, it's not completely unheard of to have two queens in a hive, but I can't imagine that that would last for very long. I just don't see how that would go on for long. Oh my gosh, yes, there's a queen right here. What the heck, guys? Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do now. Gosh, oh my gosh, like I don't know what to do now. This is definitely not my original queen. The one I just saw. They keep you on your toes, don't they? Here's this one. Where'd she go? She's up there at the top. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Do I start a third hive? I don't have a bottom board. I don't know for sure what I'm going to do. But for now, what I'm going to do is I built this 5-frame nuke to use as a swarm trap. I thought I was caught up with building more frames, and well, now I'm not. Right. I'm going to, let's see, did I say 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The OG queen was on 6. Let's see. So what I'm thinking is, for now, I don't know, like, if they raised a new queen, there's got to be a reason, right? Okay, there's my OG queen. I'm going to put her in here for now to buy me time to research what the heck is going on. I've got to look at this again. Was it this one? She was on this one. They've raised a new queen on me. So maybe I was absolutely right that those were super siege results. And the one did look like someone was in it and emerged. So, like I said on one of my inspections, perhaps, one did emerge and was on a mating flight. They've raised a new queen for a reason, but for some reason, she hasn't killed my original queen. So that has me confused. Okay, there's the other queen. So there's a queen in here. I don't have a third bottom board. If I had a third bottom board, then I could just not expand this one and start a third hive that way. But I don't have another bottom board, so I really can't do that right now. For now, I'm moving my original queen in here, leaving the new queen in here, and I am not going to expand this hive yet because I'm moving stuff over there. I'm going to do some research and then reevaluate. For now, though, moving my OG queen over there and keeping the new queen here. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do. So, what am I going to give them? I want to keep this one strong because I'm just considering that like an extra for now. I am going to give them, they're probably not going to have foragers because the foragers are all going to be oriented to this. So I'm going to give them some resources. I'm going to leave that one there and we'll come back to that one. I'm going to just put these on for now. So here we are at the other hive. Small hive beetle. Okay, they're drying this out in their eggs. Lots of eggs. Looks the same on both sides. All right, really drawn out, lots and lots of larvae, various stages of larvae, and pollen, eggs, honey. The queen's here, but I don't see her yet. And I'm gonna go ahead, I've been spinning them, but I'm gonna flip this one because it's not super full with nectar, so I think I'm fine to do that. And it does, I do actually prefer flipping it like this. All right, lots of pollen on this side and some nectar and honey, larvae, eggs. My goodness, they raised them a good one. She's working them hard. Busy, busy. Okay. All right, so here's that frame. Pretty much looks the same on both sides. Lots and lots of capped worker cells. There's a cell here. Towards the bottom, but also sort of in the middle. I don't see anything in it. I don't know if you can see. I don't think anything's wrong with my queen because I see all stages of larvae and eggs. So I don't think they are I don't think they're emergency cells. To replace her, I'm gonna just see what's going on in here. I don't know. There's nothing in it from what I can see. Oh, there's a little bumblebee. No, no, no. You move along. Go find your own food. There's a waggle dance. What you telling your friends about? Your sisters? Waggle dance, waggle, waggle. That little waggle dance. So cute. Better not be telling them you're leaving. Mm-mm. We're gonna have none of that. It's got to be a waggle dance about food or water. Anything else is unacceptable. All right. All right, lots of capped brood worker cells. I am, let's see, pollen, larvae. Not quite seeing eggs, but there's larvae, so that's fine. Here's another. That's in the supersedure cell position. I don't know if you can see over here, but this finger here along the wall. Queen cell. Kind of looks like it's had somebody emerge, but I don't know how that's even possible. I mean, unless I missed it. I don't know how I missed it. I get in here every week. These girls have been busy. I guess the downside of not marking your queen is if they replace her and the new queen looks a lot like your old queen, then you wouldn't necessarily notice that, you know, she's gone and you have a new one. Population's pretty heavy. I don't think they swarmed. But I saw eggs in here. So a laying queen was in here within the last day or two. Oh my gosh, they are parabolizing the heck out of these. Gosh. There we go. That's helping a little. There we go. That J-hook is quite helpful. They're congregating. See some bees being born. Lots and lots of capped worker brood. I see larvae, pretty young larvae, some older larvae. Pollen. No queen yet. Oh, there's the queen. There's my queen. Right there on the top here. All right, she looks like the one that was already in here that they raised. She doesn't look like a newly emerged queen. So if if they did raise another queen, I don't think that's her. All right, I'm going to be quick on the rest of this and get that second deep on this one, and then go ask what I need to do as far as the double queen situation. Lots of nectar and honey, some larvae, pollen, capped brood. All right, more nectar and honey. This is the one. Once again, they're starting to make it more what I want it to be. I might, the way that it has fallen, it's a small portion. Ooh, I don't want to pull all that off. It's a small portion, and I think I've got more rubber bands. They've chewed through the rubber bands that I did have on there. I might just put another rubber band on it to hold it up till they get it drawn like it needs to be. I'm really careful. And no, the other one's down there. Got at least one of the rubber bands right here that I can easily grab, and the other one's down there. Okay. Lots of, let's see, do I see eggs in here? Can't see eggs in here, but there's larvae and capped brood. They're building up their worker population. There's lots of nectar. So I'm not going to flip this one. Okay, let's see. I'm going to set this one over here and carefully take a peek at this one, I guess. And then grab that rubber band. Yeah, they've started drawing this out, but not a ton. Oops, sorry, man. Oh, small hive beetles. I'm going to grab this rubber band. I'm going to kill this small hive beetle that's in their water. I have a entrance feeder that I'm using for water. Okay. All right, so let's see, I'm gonna put this back, or am I gonna move that up? I wonder. Ooh, that's quite drawn out. I'm gonna rotate this frame when I put it back in. That way, in my mind, because it's wanting to lean this way, and this frame next to it this way is more drawn out. So then that will hopefully prevent them from wanting to do that anymore. Now, what am I going to move upstairs? I do want to move, I guess I'll move a frame of brood up and a frame of resources. Well, this has resources and brood. I'm going to just move this one up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this frame up. So then, let's see. I am going to push them all that way and then put the new frames here, or empty frames. Or empty frame, I'm just replacing one. All right. All right. Officially expanding this hive, although sort of already did that. But then quickly unexpanded it because I found swarm cells, and then that's when I did my walkaway split. So I have this frame in here that I took from the bottom deep. It has, let's see, I think all stages of brood, and it has nectar, pollen, and honey. So I think that'll be good to draw them up. And then we are going to get the other new frames, undrawn frames, up here. This is going to start to become more challenging for all 5'1" of me, but we'll make it happen. So now I'm going to put this on here so I can still feed them. All right, so I have this super that I built, and since I'm going to be using a super to cover my feeding jars, it's obviously not as deep, so I am transitioning to pint size jars. All right, so I took out the follower board, and I'm just putting a frame in here, and then it is a complete pin frame ready to go. And then if I decide to let nature take its course as far as the queen goes, then I can just add the frames back in here and the second deep and all that, and this will already be ready to go in the second deep. All right, I am going to put this feeding system back on here without adding a second deep of frames for now, and I'm going to figure it out. All right, so that I guess concludes this week's hive inspection. Oh my gosh, I keep leaving the hive inspections with more questions than answers. I may have 3 hives now. I don't know. I'm gonna research and ask some beekeeper friends what they think I should do. I don't know. I feel like they were superseding my OG queen, which makes me think there was a reason. But now I'm also thinking there's got to be a reason that she was still in there and the new queen didn't kill her. And would I be crazy to not take the opportunity to have a third hive? I don't know. I'm going to research that, ask some advice, and let you know what I decide during the next inspection. If you don't want to miss that and all of the crazy things that my bees do, then don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my uploads and updates. Check out Brittany'sBotanicalBling.com where I sell my handmade items, including this beekeeping veil. And I'll catch you in the next one. And only God knows what my bees are going to be up to then. Bye, guys.